Alright, really quick basic lesson on converting degrees to radians and radians to degrees. Start off with this idea here that let's pretend this is a circle and this is one radius right here. If we open this angle, right, if we open this thing up, if we open this way, if we go all the way around one time, I think we can agree that we get 360 degrees. So we get 360 degrees. And what I have to give you is that 360 degrees is equal to 2 pi radians. So that gives us 2 pi. So 2 pi radians. And now we have to figure out how do we get from radians to degrees and degrees to radians and back. So the first thing I'm going to do is set this up, and I'm going to say that 360 degrees is equal to 2 pi radians. So we have our two measurement units here. We have unit degrees here. We have unit radians here. In trigonometry, we're going to use radians more than we're going to use degrees by far. So we need to kind of get this thing put away. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to divide both sides by 180. So I'm just going to divide everything. I'm going to divide the whole thing. You know what? This is your big boys and girls. Divide the whole thing by 180. That gives us, sorry, I'm going to divide the whole thing by 2. Sorry. That gives us 180 degrees equals pi radians, doesn't it? To get from there, if we want to get to just degrees, if we divide by 180, we get degrees. Actually, let's call it 1 degree. Let's be more specific. 1 degree equals pi over 180. So I hope that you can see that, and this is radians. Alright? We can do that the other way also and get to radians. And to get to radians, we can figure it this way. We can say that 180 over pi is equal to 1 radian. This is the way we're going to have to work through this the whole time that we're in trig. This gets really, really easy. Let's just take a couple examples really quickly. So if I have 60 degrees and I want to turn that into radians, so here's my degrees, and here are my radians, then all I'm going to do here is multiply by pi over 1/8, times pi over 180, right? 60 goes into itself once, goes into itself one time, it goes into 180 3 times, so we know that 60 degrees equals pi thirds radians. Alright? You know what, let's do just a couple more so you can get the idea of this. Take 150 degrees. What would you do here? 150 degrees times, exactly, pi over 180. 150 over 80 is 5 pi 6, right? Because 30 goes into this 5 times. 30 goes into this 6 times. So 5 pi 6 radians. So hopefully you can see that every time you get degrees and you want to turn them into radians, you take your degrees times pi over 180. That's what you have to remember. Simplify and you'll get your radian measures. Alright? So I hope this was really helpful for you. If you haven't already subscribed, please subscribe.